Hello guys, how you doing? I just wanted to give an update on the projects that I have been working on um, for Project 2. And the first young lady that I spoke with was Joanna Dominguez. And I had some pretty specific questions that I asked Joanna. I asked Joanna how her day was, and she said that she was doing good, that her and her mom had a really nice day and they went into Old Town and did some shopping together. This is very important because her mother and I are friends and she is very close with her mother and she's got a really good relationship with her mom. I asked her how her classes were going, which ones she liked the most. She said that her favorite was science and history. And one of the parts that she likes the most about history right now is that she's learning about slavery and how she sees how it relates to the reality and what is going on in our country right now as well. I also asked her, what would you like to do in the future? And she said, I want to help others. I want to be in service to others. And she said that she wants to be a nurse. And I commended her for that. I asked her how things were going at home. She said stressful. She said her younger sister Adriana is still giving her fits. And then I asked her to tell me a little bit about herself, what kinds of talents and gifts and hobbies and stuff like that she likes to do. She's really into knitting, and she makes these little things out of crochet, like these little animals. She does bunnies, she does dolphins, she does whales, octopuses, all kinds of stuff. She's really enjoying that. And the other thing is that she suffers from headaches. So if you guys can be praying for her headaches, they're terrible headaches. They're migraine headaches. She has them every day, and her and her mom just they don't know what they're going to do or how severe, and the doctors can't find or give them any answers right now. I asked her how she felt about God. She said that she is praying about God, and she wants to know why it is the fact that her God took her dad at a young age. Um, Basically, she's a sibling of three others. It's basically four girls, and they all lost their dad in a motorcycle accident. And so she was wondering about that, why God would do that, and then why God's moved them around a lot, because they've had to move around a lot because it's just her sisters and her mom, and so they have a lot of financial struggles. And then I asked her if there was anything that we needed to pray about, and she told me she wanted me to pray for her mom because her mom works really hard hours. She works for Walmart. And I asked her how she felt about her mom's work. She said she felt good about it. She said she felt like that it was something that she needed to be doing, but she'll help her mom clean the house and do whatever she needs to do. And then I asked her what do they do? What do they do when they're home? Because they're homeschooled now. They're not in school. Demi's keeping them out, and she said that they do chalk outside. They do walks. They swim. And she said that's what they do for kind of their activity and that kind of thing. And then I asked her how she felt about God personally. And she said that she is praying about it. And I prayed with her, and she told me that she's going to keep praying about it. And it is my hope that she will accept the Lord very soon, because at one point in time, I was her Sunday school teacher. And um, I've been praying for her for a long time, and it is my prayer that she will get saved. Then the next young lady that I interviewed was her sister, and her sister is Mariana Dominguez. Now, Mariana is a little bit different. She's the older sister of the girls, and she is very set in her ways. And her thing is that she does not want to accept God because God does not believe in homosexuality. And she and I had a conversation about this. And I told her, I said, well, sweetheart, I said, you can't just not want to accept God just because you don't like the fact that he doesn't approve sexuality. And she said, well, she thought that was mean. I said, it's not mean. I said, because God, in the beginning, he created us man and woman, and he created for us to have the family, a husband and a wife. I said, you know, like your mom and your dad. And she understood it a little bit, but she's still very resistant when it comes to um, her acceptance with God and her understanding with God. Um, I asked her the same questions. I asked her, what did she do the day we were talking, and she said that she did her assignments and she went swimming in the pool for a little bit. And then I asked her how her classes was going, and she said that she liked language arts, but that civics was her favorite. I asked her, what do you want to do in the future? She said she believed that she wanted to be a doctor, which I commended her for that. I thought that was very good. I asked her how her things are going at home. She said they're okay. But once again, Adriana was brought up as being the problem. She's the younger of the four girls. And Adriana is starting to have anger issues. In fact, Demi's having to take her now to see a therapist because of her anger issues are getting so bad. I asked her if she had any hobbies, and she said no, none whatsoever, and it didn't even really interest her. Like I said, she's very different. She's very aloof. She's stand on her own. Um, I asked her how she felt about her mom working, and she said she felt good about it. And one of the things that she does do, though, she makes dinner for her mom. When her mom comes home, she works at Walmart, and so she usually gets her break around 6 o'clock. And so she'll have dinner waiting for her mom when she gets home. And I praised her profusely for that. I told her that that was a very good thing that she was doing for her mom. And then the other thing, I asked her, how are things going between her and her sisters. She said they were better than they were. They're not as arguing as much as they are. But then she brought up Adriana again. She said Adriana's really giving her a hard time. Ask her how she feels about God now, because she and I had a conversation a few weeks ago. And she said she's still praying about it, that her opinion of God has not changed yet. And she's not sure exactly when she's thinking about making a decision, but right now she hasn't decided. And I like to ask her what she likes to do for activity, and she said occasionally swim or go for a walk. She's not very motivated when it comes to activity and that kind of thing. But now, one thing is about Mariana, she is very book smart, and she's a straight A student, so she loves to read. But anyway, that's the two young ladies that I have been interviewing and communicating with for this project. And it is my prayer that they will accept the Lord as their Savior, because, like I said, I was their Sunday school teacher. And it breaks my heart to know that they have yet to accept Christ, because they've known me and they've known me for years. But yet, they are teenagers and they are going to make their own decisions on their own. But it is my prayer that they do, and I'm not going to give up on them, that's for sure. I'm still going to keep communicating with them. And another thing that you can be praying on, I asked them if they wanted to maybe meet with me and talk with me once a week. And they said that they might think about it. And the way that I told them, I said, you know, sometimes it helps to be able to talk to someone other than just your family. So if you can be praying for that, that they might reach out to me, that would be good. And I really enjoyed this project, and I look forward to the next one, interviewing youth that are making a powerful impact for Christ. A little more hopeful and uplifting, but either way, I still love these girls, and I do believe that God is going to do something amazing with them. And I almost feel like not Adriana, but Joanna, I almost feel like she might even be called to ministry in some way, because I'm a prayer warrior, and I've been praying about her for a while, and I just feel like I think there's a call on her life, and I think she's close. But anyway, I enjoyed this project, and I look forward to the next one. Thanks.